Roman City of Pompeii, 215-263-WMMR. And our first caller in was Sean, so we're going to go to Sean. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, it.
Good morning, it. All right, dude, what is the volcano that destroyed Pompeii, please?
I'm going to go with Mount Vesuvius.
And you are correct. Hang on, Sean. Got it correct, and we are going to give you the MLB The Show 21. MLB The Show 21 is fun for both hardcore and casual baseball gamers, no matter what your play style. MLB The Show 21 has you covered, and you can get it now for PlayStation and Xbox consoles at theshow.com. Click contest, WMMR.com. For another chance to win. Kathy, you've been to Pompeii, right?
Yes, I have.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, remember I said that...
they had it closed off a little bit more than they usually did, right?
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff was behind these bars. So
Right.
And we saw one of the bodies, but it was just one, whereas I think before...
They used to let you see a lot more, right?
Yeah, like my mom told me when she was there, I mean, it was like all over. You saw
They were
them.
selling some of them in the gift shop.
Stop. But it was still pretty amazing to see and walk through, yeah.
I'll bet. All right, let me go through some entertainment stories. A big one that just broke recently was a judge in Los Angeles banned photographers on Thursday from picturing the 5 suspects that have been charged in the dog napping of Lady Gaga's 2 French bulldogs. The 4 men and 1 woman pleaded not guilty on Thursday afternoon before Judge Victoria Wilson. 3 of the suspects, James Jackson, who is 18, Jalen White, who is 19, and Lafayette Wally, who is 27, have been charged with attempted murder and armed robbery. Jackson, who also faces 1 count each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and a felon carrying a concealed firearm in a vehicle, has his bail set at more than $3 million. The 3 are described by police as documented gang members who targeted the bulldogs because they knew of their high value. When bought from reputable breeders, the animals can cost between $3,000 and $5,000. They apparently were not aware that Lady Gaga was the owner of these dogs.
No idea. How about that?
The police said amid claims robberies were part of the gang there were claims that these were part of a gang initiation.
That you had to steal the dogs?
Not necessarily true, but they're not 100% sure. 2 additional defendants, Harold White, a known gang member, and the 40-year-old father of Jalen White, and his girlfriend, Jennifer McBride, who is 50, are accused of acting as accessories after the fact because they helped conceal the animals after that it happened.
It's pretty wild, but it's something that's happening a lot out there.
McBride is said to have returned the dogs to the police 2 nights later, prompted by Gaga's offer of a $500,000 reward. According to George Gascon, the Los Angeles County District Attorney, said this was a brazen street crime that left the man seriously wounded. We have alleged very serious charges in this case and have faith that justice will be appropriately served as this case unfolds in court. Gaga's dog walker, Ryan Fisher, was shot 4 times while he was out with her 3 dogs, Koji, Gustav, and Miss Asia.
I mean, that your one and only intent is to murder that person when you shoot them 4 times.
Exactly. The thieves then ran away with 2 of the animals. Koji and Gustav. Miss Asia escaped from the gang before they could put her in the vehicle, and she ran back to Fisher. Gaga was in Rome at the time filming House of Gucci. She did not pay the reward due to police suspicions that the woman who dropped the dog off acted as a part of the dog stealing ring.
Remember, we sort of thought that might be the case?
Fisher, who has been described as a family friend, survived the assault, and he has posted images of himself in the hospital on social media. He also thanked his first responders who saved his life and called for his attempted murderers to be brought to justice. Fisher is expected to make full recovery after he was shoved to the ground and shot in the chest while walking the animals. Yeah.
I mean, she seems like a loyal person. She seems like she'll probably, take care of him forever.
Yeah, well, there's a family. They said they're family friends, so you would imagine. So
there's a classic story of Frank Sinatra. His mother got caught in the surf. I think it was some island or something. There was some vacation spot, and I think it was the actor Howard Da Silva rescued his mother out of the water, and he needed never to work another day in his life. Sinatra said, "I will whatever."
Wow.
Yeah.
So we'll follow this story. These people on trial for this case. All right. In other news, I got a break up here for you, gang. Jason Segel and Alexis Mixter have split up after 8 years together. Yeah, that's Jason, by the way. I was bummed to hear this because I love that guy.
Yes.
Seems great.
I want him to be happy. He wants us to be happy.
Now, so she.
I don't know her.
Went on Instagram, and she's an artist apparently, and she had posted this. So take this for what you will. The 42-year-old artist wrote, "This is a photo of two best friends. This guy and I have shared so much life together, changed each other at a soul-deep level, all for the better. The depth of our bond was something I could never have anticipated. I've never spent so much time with another person, grown so much alongside someone else, laughed so much, cried so much, shared so much. It is odd to write about the end of a relationship, especially when the friendship that still exists is so full of life. But change happens, and we made the decision quite a while ago to let ourselves grow away from what our relationship had been and into what it was becoming." These two are breaking up.
I'm not exactly mad at that, though. It seems like
No, I'm not mad at it, but
two mature people have come to a decision that maybe they're not right for each other on a romantic level. But that is a nice statement of friendship.
It's a nice change.
Even though it's a pack of lies.
Well, it's a nice change, too. It all, like, a fighting divorce.
Yeah.
I know. And
separation.
I guess maybe it's worth a conversation at some point because this exists, like a nice, amiable split.
I've actually had them.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, they're like the rare. It's like a pearl,
right?
But it is if you both sometimes
doesn't all have to end in fire and brimstone.
It just ends.
Really.
I know, but a lot of times it does.
Yeah.
Most times, I would imagine.
You know
at
how to
least there's
beat
a
on
lot
how
of
to
drama.
end a relationship, Preston? OJ, he knew the best way.
Yeah.
It's an interesting way to go about it, though, because sometimes you do a social media post for you. And sometimes you do it for an audience, and it sort of seems like this is sort of a public journal that she's putting out there.
Well, it seems self-serving.
She addresses that. She addresses that. She says, announcing a breakup on social media is a strange feeling. Some won't understand why it is necessary, and that's okay. Having a public romantic relationship is not easy. Ending one feels like navigating a road that doesn't even exist. We are private people when it comes to our personal lives, and I intend to keep it that way. My feelings while writing this are only ones of love and gratitude. Gratitude to the universe for putting this man in my life the way it did, and then allowing us to the grace to decide that we had become that what we had could become more.
You stink.
Because that is what our friendship feels like. More than either of us could have ever asked for in another person. This post is a tribute to love and friendship and those relationships that make life worth living. She wrote, "Thank you, Jay, for being my best friend. The person who shares all my favorite jokes, sees who I really am and all I want to be, loves me unconditionally, and makes me always strive to be bigger and better than I was yesterday."
Wow,
These two need to be together.
Yeah, if
that's the case, they need to be together.
She wrote a friggin' volume.
She said, "I will never stop cheering you on with every cell of my body. I will never stop loving you unconditionally."
So what's the issue? Does she state the issue for the separation?
No.
In other words, there has to be issues that led to that.
Right.
And now the bad stuff.
Or did they just get bored with each other?
It's possible.
Does that happen?
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Okay.
Or you realize that perhaps while you're not both horrible people, you decide, you know what, the direction you want to go in is not necessarily the direction I want to go in.
Yeah.
I want to join the circus.
Or maybe she loved him 10 times more than he loved her.
Yes.
And he's reading this going, oh, my God, man, this
Jesus Christ,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Ooh, got out in time.
All right. Well, listen, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Listen, don't get me wrong.
No.
I'm happy, but I'm just like, wow.
She seems
That's
delightful.
Rare. That's very rare. It's almost if it's not contentious, it's at least heartbreaking, and it doesn't sound like that.
That is
you know
sad,
what I mean?
yes, when people who obviously have that much in common and she feels that connected to him. But you know what? If they can be the best friends here on in, well, that's a win, too.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, this is not great. Josh Duggar was arrested by Homeland Security in Arkansas on Thursday. People reports the former 19 kids and counting star is currently being held in jail without bond, and that online jail records do not indicate the charges against him. He's expected to appear before a judge today. This isn't the first scrape of the law for the eldest son of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. In 2015, news broke that Josh had allegedly molested 5 underage girls as a teenager, including 2 of his sisters.
You remember this when that story broke?
I do. But listen, when you've got 19 people in the family, you might not even know they're your sister.
Right.
You know?
Who are you again?
No. Most recently, he faced a real estate lawsuit in 2019. Josh, who was accused of fraud and breaching a contract, lost the case after missing a court date. Additionally, the car dealership where he works was raided by Homeland Security in 2019 as part of an ongoing federal investigation, but it's unclear whether he was the focus of that investigation, and I don't know what these charges are, but Homeland Security.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't his wife pregnant right now?
I don't know.
With like their 8th kid?
Josh Duggar?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. There's so many of them, dude. I can't.
There's a lot of Duggars.
I don't know.
They should open Duggar World.
Steve, you're right. She recently announced that she's pregnant with their 7th.
Oh,
there you
go. Lucy Liu recently reflected on her role in Charlie's Angels in an op-ed for the Washington Post about the importance of having the AAPI community reflected in TV and movies. So AAPI is Asian American Pacific Islander community. The 52-year-old actress wrote, as part of something so iconic, my character, Alex Monday, normalized Asian identity for a mainstream audience and made a piece of Americana a little more inclusive. She continued saying, Asians in America have made incredible contributions, yet we're still thought of as other. We are still categorized and viewed as dragon ladies or new iterations of delicate domestic geishas, modern toil, she said. The stereotypes can not only be constricting, but also deadly, she says. She specifically mentioned being referred to as a dragon lady in Kill Bill and noted that the harmful description has kept her from taking certain roles because she doesn't want to reinforce stereotypes.
It was a great role.
It was.
Super badass.
Yeah.
It was very well done. And she played it. She nailed it. It was awesome.
Yep, she's great. Mario Lopez and his wife Courtney revealed to Lisa Vanderpump that their oldest daughter walked in on them having sex.
Oh, this Lisa Vanderpump, for Christ's sake. It's like a cold sore you can't get rid of. She's on that dog.
I know, dude.
The dog thing. She's one of the main judges.
With Rebel Wilson?
Rebel Wilson.
And that show, surprisingly, is good. I don't hate it at all, except for her.
I hate what they do to the dogs.
I know.
They butcher the dog. The dogs sit there like, as I said, the show should end with these mutilated dogs allowed to attack everyone who kept them, because they have like a thing around their neck. They have to stand motionless while they carve pictures into their fur. It's like, give them a break. But I digress.
On the episode of Overserved with Lisa Vanderpump, the Access Hollywood host revealed that he and his wife snuck into the guest room for a quickie the other day, and their daughter, Gia, went looking for them. He said, I was like lightning with the covers. After he said he found his daughter for an honest conversation about what love means. Mommy and Daddy were doing something very beautiful.
Backdoor banging mommy.
Yeah. She doesn't let me do it all the time, but when she does, we have to do it right away.
And there's one place I can't go. She said I can't go there, though I'm trying. Oh, my God. Daddy!
Anne Heche revealed that Ellen DeGeneres wanted her to dress modestly when the two were dating in the 1990s. The actress took a look back at some of her most iconic looks on TikTok on Tuesday and showed off her outfit from the 1998 Golden Globe Awards. And she said, why do I look like a hippie? It's because Ellen didn't want me to dress sexy.
Well, for the longest time, they would dress very similarly, and they looked like they both had close-cropped haircuts. And you remember, Preston, they sort of looked like twins.
Yeah, I do remember that. And she had said that she rated that outfit a 0 out of 10 stars with a thumbs down, so she didn't like it at all. Sorry, I'm looking for something.
You have a whole Anne Heche folder over there,
I do. No,
and there's some more stories.
At the end of this, I'm gonna do the movies that are opening, but I don't have that. I printed them.
You want I should resend it?
No, I should. Oh, no, I have it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought it was misplaced. All right. What else we have here? Amy Schumer got real with Kevin Hart when he asked her about what has changed the most since she married Chris Fisher in 2018. She joked that her vagina had the biggest transformation. She said, it's honestly just like huge now, and it's just garbage. It's just street trash.
Oh, my God.
Is what she said.
Okay.
But she finally answered seriously, and she said the truth is she doesn't go out anymore because she's usually in bed by 8 p.m.
It's funny because, I mean, so she's had 2 kids, yes?
No, just the one.
just one?
Just the one.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, one.
Well, whatever. It's her dealing with it. It was a difficult birth.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah,
and
well,
the
difficult
last video
pregnancy.
that she posted of her kitchen, remember that? With just everything sprawled all over the place. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So, but she's in bed by 8 now, so things are different. Joe Rogan is walking back his comments that young, healthy people should not get the coronavirus vaccine. On Thursday's episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, the host said, "I am not an anti-vax person. In fact, I said I believe they are safe, and I encourage many people to take them." He went on to blame clickbait for blowing the whole thing out of proportion and added, "I'm not a doctor. I'm an effing moron. And I'm a cage-fighting commentator who's a dirty stand-up comedian. I am not a respected source of information, even for me."
Yeah, but he is, and that's the thing. And he needs to, he can walk it back.
He needs to understand it.
But you have to understand that
Yep.
there are millions and millions of people that listen to your podcast and watch your video podcast. So, you can sort of dance it back and say that I'm a moron, but you also have a major outlet at your fingertips.
He has influence, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and with that comes some responsibility.
Great
so,
responsibility.
yes. He's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made sure to congratulate the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge on their 10th wedding anniversary. Page 6 confirmed that although the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have... Here he comes.
Congratulations. Congratulations. On the big tennis, this most auspicious occasion will welcome and fast everybody most according yes.
I think that bell needs to be further away from the microphone.
Dude, I got scared.
I jumped.
I had no idea the bell was coming.
They sneak up behind him.
It is with great honor that we announce the anniversary.
What?
I said, it is with great honor and perspicacity that it's most auspicious anniversary. Listen, God bless the Queen.
Page 6 confirmed that although the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have not made any public statements, they did reach out to Prince William and Kate Middleton privately. William and Kate wed at Westminster Abbey in April of 2011 and celebrated their anniversary by releasing new portraits of themselves on Wednesday. Dexter is back.
What?
Yeah, Showtime dropped a teaser trailer on Thursday confirming that the 10-episode limited series will premiere this fall.
Okay, so
Oh, dear God.
That's serial killer returned.
I loved that show, but
You were not happy with the way it wrapped up.
well, the way it ended was stupid. I mean, it was just I'm like, you guys are you're writers. You need to somebody needs to police this because this is dumb. It's really, really silly. But also, I don't know why I was thinking about this the other day.
Why
but,
were you?
I don't know. I don't know why. But the story kind of went off the rails well before the ending, right? It just so happened that this serial killer happened to meet all these other serial killers. It's like they're so rare, serial killers.
Right.
And
or maybe they're so rare because he's killing all of them.
no, but he just somehow had a knack for meeting all these other weirdos and stuff. But anyway, I'm excited to see if they can somehow repair it and course correct it. And they put him into situations like he didn't need to be in a relationship,
Right. Or jazzercise.
Well, here's what they're going to do. So the show picks up about a decade after the 2013 finale.
Okay.
So I assume they're going to, by this article, I can't tell if...
You assume he dies at the end of the that.
Well, at the end of the series?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyhow, he's back, and he resides in upstate New York.
Okay.
So I don't know if by this they say that it picks up a decade, if the storyline picks up a decade after the finale, or this is picking up nearly a decade after its 2013 finale.
And it's taking more of a sitcom approach from what I understand.
Yeah,
with a
I think
live
it's gonna be a
audience.
laugh riot.
Sometimes when they do these things, they do them well. I thought El Camino post Breaking Bad was done really well. So maybe this will be a way that they can sort of course correct the end of what you thought was bad.
Yeah, it just became a little hokey.
Okay.
Speaking of other shows and news around casting, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is adding 2 new recurring characters for the upcoming 4th season. Veep alum Reed Scott and Marriage Stories' Gideon Glick.
Gideon Glick.
Yeah, will be joining Amazon's Emmy and Golden Globe winning show for multi-episode arcs. However, Deadline reports character details are being kept under wraps. So
I was watching, not watching, I was reading. There is a difference, but I guess I am watching the words as I'm reading them. But Melissa Rivers was talking about, this is basically Joan Rivers' story, and they've never made, kind of an acknowledgement that it's the impetus.
Never really thought about that.
Yeah, but it kind of is, It's very similar.
Interesting. Toni Collette will star opposite Colin Firth in the Staircase. No, the Staircase. Colin Firth in the Staircase. HBO Max's 8-episode series based on the true crime docuseries of the same name, Staircase. According to Deadline, Collette will play Kathleen Peterson, a corporate executive, mother, stepmother, and wife of Michael Peterson, played by Firth. Michael was convicted of murdering Kathleen in 2001, a charge that was reduced to manslaughter in 2017, and Peterson released from prison. So,
I assume he pushed her down the staircase. Is that why we're talking about this?
Sounds like it might
Possibly.
be. Yeah, I don't know the
Maybe
details.
it's a killer staircase.
Or, unfortunately, I don't know.
Right.
And then one last thing, Lena Headey.
Yes.
Returning to HBO, the former Game of Thrones star, she played Cersei Lannister, will join Woody Harrelson, Justin Theroux, and Domhnall Gleeson.
Oh, Domhnall. Yeah, you know him.
I do?
Yeah, he's in the latest Star Wars movies. He's in that episode of Black Mirror that we talk about all to he dies and comes back to life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know. He's a redhead.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So they will be in the White House Plumbers. 5-part limited series that revisits
Hand me a wrench.
The Watergate scandal.
Oh, okay.
According to Deadline.
Oh, that's cool.
The series tells the true story of how E. Howard Hunt, who will be played by Harrelson, and G. Gordon Liddy, who's going to be played by Theroux, accidentally toppled Richard Nixon's presidency in a bid to protect it.
Didn't Gordon Liddy just die?
He did, yeah.
And then Lena Headey will play Dorothy Hunt, a CIA asset, and Howard Hunt's wife.
This is my brother Michael.
So I'm not sure when that's going to be coming out, but she is on board to be a part of that. All right, Friday, movies opening. All right, 3 movies to mention that are opening today. We'll start with The Mitchells versus the Machines.
I'd never heard of this.
Me either.
Yeah.
It's a comedy animated film and it stars Abby Jackson, Danny McBride, Maya Rudolph. The plot is young Katie Mitchell embarks on a road trip with her proud parents, young brother, and beloved dog to start her first year at film school. But the plans to bond as a family soon get interrupted when the world's electronic devices come to life to stage an uprising.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like comedy Maximum Overdrive.
It does.
Yeah.
An hour and 54 minutes long. It's rated PG. It's in theaters and streaming now. 96% score with Rotten Tomatoes, so that's a big thumbs up on that one. Then you have Things Heard and Seen, which is a horror film. Stars Amanda Seyfried, James Norton, Natalia Dyer. The plot is that Catherine Clare reluctantly trades life in 1980s Manhattan for a remote home in the tiny hamlet of Chosen, New York, after her husband George lands a job teaching art history at a small Hudson Valley college. She soon comes to sense a sinister darkness lurking both in the walls of the ramshackle property and in her marriage to George. It's an hour and 59 minutes long, rated PG, and that is streaming now.
That looks pretty good.
And then one last, is there a score on that?
Yeah, there was a score.
Rotten Tomatoes, 38% score, so kind of low. And then the last one is Without Remorse. It's an action thriller. Stars Michael B. Jordan, Guy Pearce, and Bill Weston.
I had to put him in there.
Not quite. The plot is an elite Navy SEAL uncovers an international conspiracy while seeking justice for the murder of his pregnant wife.
I didn't know this was a movie. I thought it was a series like Jack Ryan.
It may. I don't know if it might lead to that or not, or I don't know if it's based on books or not.
It is,
Or it
yeah.
is. It's Clancy.
It's Clancy,
That's right.
yeah. So I thought that they were taking a similar tack, but I was wrong.
Running time, hour and 49 minutes long. Rated R. Streaming now. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a fairly low score at 42%. But, you can
Not
check it out
bad,
for yourself.
yeah.
Find out for yourself. Don't listen to the critics. Come on. All right, we're ready now for clicks. Clicks?
Nick?
That's my job, pal.
All right, Nick, fire away.
There we go. And there's your clicks.
All right, clips.
Oh.
Vanquish dives into a former drug smuggler's aching quest of following a retired cop's orders if she ever wants to see her daughter again. In this clip, actress Ruby Rose looks at how she channeled her own mom in this film.
You see these mums with superhuman strength that lift cars and all this sort of stuff. And for me, when I read it, that was more, I wasn't really comparing it to other films or anything like that. I was more just thinking about how in real life we see this so much, and how I think my mum will very much enjoy this film because I think she'll see a lot of herself in it. And I think that probably will be true for a lot of parents.
Vanquish is now streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Next clip. In the film Trigger Point, a U.S. operative suffering memory loss must remember his past in order to save a missing colleague. Here, actor Colm Fiore admires the work ethic of his co-star, Barry Pepper. Here we go.
We both had a lot of plot stuff to do, a lot of real narrative stuff to carry, as well as all that action stuff. And I always knew I have to be ready for Barry. And, he was, of course, a delightful guy to boot.
Of course, we spoke to Barry last week,
yes.
and he was great. Trigger Point is now streaming on Apple TV, by the way.
That Colm Fiore is a really good character actor who ends up in a lot of really good stuff. And as I often point out, Preston, he's in Storm of the Century, Stephen King miniseries.
Okay.
And he is the malevolent character in it. He is riveting.
I'd have to see him too. I don't know him by name. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at a picture of him. I've seen that dude before.
Yeah, he's in Under Siege.
I knew that dude. All right. And that's all I have for you in the entertainment report this morning. All right, let's take a break. We want to make sure we stay on time for your opportunity to win some cash this morning with the Preston and Steve Money Clip. We also have our friends from, we have a few friends here. We have Stone Brewing, and they are promoting their Buena Veza salt and lime lager, and they brought in food from Yard House and King of Prussia. We'll do some giveaways this morning. Got $50 gift cards for Yard House, so hang close. That's coming up. We'll be back in just a moment.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
How are things in Boyertown this morning?
Awesome. I just won $500.
93.3 WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Money Clips.
Do you happen to have an extra 500 laying around?
I just happen to have won it.
And where else? I saw like a bunch of Lunas on here.
Wow.
Japan. In New Zealand, it's the second most popular searched name. In the Philippines, it's number 1.
Okay, but difference between search as an actual application or selection of it as a name?
These are just searches, so that's their most popular, which means people are really interested in that. The United States, the number 1 search after girl name is Luna.
Luna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's Luna. There's a like a K-pop group, isn't there? Luna the World or something.
Also in the United Kingdom. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, well, Marissa sent a note that I guess you're talking about Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Their daughter's name is Luna. So
okay, the celebrity thing can boost popularity of names like that. Luna is a beautiful name.
It is. I like it.
I assume it means something lunar about the moon.
That's the name of the moon, is it not?
I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Sun is the name of the sun.
No, Sol is actually the name of the sun. So so why wouldn't that be on there for boys' names? I don't know.
What did I make the stupid list?
Hell. All right. So other names that are popular. Let me go through. I'll give you the United States first, since that's where we are. And there are a few on here that pop up in all the other countries as well. The United States, according to Nameberry, number 1 is Luna. Number 2 is Maeve.
Yeah,
Maeve.
I actually know a couple of Maeves now.
Well, Maeve is also a prominent character in The Boys.
Yeah.
She's great.
Okay.
You know a couple girls named Maeve?
I do, and so, but they're older now. Like, so they are now in high school. So,
Can I pop a cigarette?
But that's the thing. I didn't know that any Maeves probably prior to that. But so they were like on the front side of that trend.
It's a classic. It's a classic sounding name. I believe it's Celtic in origin.
Maeve.
Is it short for anything?
Maeve.
Oh, okay.
Well, they have Mavis.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The car rental place.
But M-A...
No, that's Avis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you say M-A-E-V-E?
M-A-E-V-E.
Yeah. Maeve, yeah. But Maeve, I assume, is how that's pronounced. What's the origin of that name?
It is Irish.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So, you said Welsh, but that's close enough.
I did not.
No, he said Celtic.
Oh, Celtic.
Yeah. And then
But
you
I
have
pronounce my Irish like Welsh.
number 3 is Aurora.
Like the model kits.
Beautiful name.
I know 0 Auroras.
Aurora's a beautiful name.
Aurora is Sleeping Beauty's name, I believe.
Aurora?
Yeah.
Her actual name?
Well,
Might
I
be.
think she goes by 2 names, Aurora and Briar Rose.
And Gertie.
If I recall my Disney properly. Is that correct, Nick?
Briar Rose is correct.
Yeah. Aurora is a name of a
Princess Aurora. Yeah.
Disney princess. Okay. Then you have number 4 on this list is Isla. I love that name.
Like Isla Fisher?
But I guess a lot of people will say Isla because they don't know it's pronounced Isla. And then number 5 is Ariella.
Okay, so these are very Disney-esque sounding names.
Aurelia, I guess it's like Aurelia.
Aurelia.
Aeolian.
Aeolian.
Aurelia, I think, is one of the characters in the Colin Firth. Isn't the Colin Firth love interest in Love Actually? Aurelia?
Oh, yeah.
The Portuguese lady?
That beautiful
Yeah,
gal.
she's hot.
Yeah, I think you're right. So for boys' names, United States, is according to Nameberry, Silas is the most searched name.
I could never, not after watching, what was that? Heroes. That was the bad guy.
Right.
That was
really?
Yeah. Zachary
That's an old
Quinto.
name, though.
Now, I know somebody with a son named Silas.
Silas is a very, it has an old sound to it.
Number 2 is Atticus.
Atticus, well, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yep. Number 3 is Arlo.
Number 4 is Boo Radley.
Wait, these are all popular names?
These are the most searched names.
Get with the program.
The most searched names on Nameberry. So it's ones that people are considering.
Yes. But when they search, that shows a genuine interest.
Yeah. Number 4 is Theodore.
Theodore?
Wow, that's
Which
a
would
throwback.
Be Teddy.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the last one I've always liked this is Finn.
Yeah.
Finn is a great name.
That is a great name.
For Finster.
So, yeah, that's the U.S., but some of those names like Isla and Maeve are popping up all over the world as far as their considerations.
What about Homelander?
Homelander is not on there, but A-Train is.
This is my daughter, A-Train.
And even in Brazil, Theodore is a popular search as well. And Arlo and Hugo. Arlo and Hugo pop up in Australia as well, and Theodore too. So I don't know what
it's crazy. Something's wrong here. We need to get to the bottom of this.
What was Casey? What was the thing? The interesting name you had mentioned the other day?
So Rydell was the girl's name. She was Ross Lynch's sister. So R5 from Austin and Alley. She and her husband named their, I guess it's a son, Super, right?
Right.
But his last name is Funk, so the boy's name is Super Funk.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of a cool name.
It is cool, but
name.
you're saddling the kid with a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
I would go with a middle name as Super.
Right.
And not the first name.
I would probably call him What the.
What the funk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I don't know. I sort of feel like with a child, you don't.
Novelty names?
Do whatever you want. It's your kid, but like I didn't want to get like too.
Do you subscribe to the?
Don't give him pet names.
The Johnny Cash,
Boy Named Sue.
That it helps build character if you have to, if you're kind of put upon because of your name, or or do you think it actually can hurt you? Having
No.
a name that's too unique.
If you're a boy named Sue that actually can hold his own, then you're fine. But
There
if
you
you're
go.
a boy named Sue who can hold his own, oh, you poor thing.
Yep, I agree. And I'm going to go to, let me go to Mario. Mario, good morning.
I'm feeling very privileged.
Welcome, sir.
My daughter's name is Luna. I was born last February.
Okay.
She's a year and some change, but I always told my wife I'd give her the moon. That's why we named her Luna.
There you go.
And was that the origin? Is that where you guys came up with the name Luna?
Yeah. We always agreed that if we ever had kids, if we had a daughter, he would be named Luna. If we had a son, he would be named Sonny. So we'd have the son and the moon.
There you go. Nice.
I like that. Now, would you have named him S-U-N-N-Y or S-O-N-N-Y?
That was the thing. We were thinking about either or like naming him Junior or like a junior for me and just calling him Sonny. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that was the big thing. There was never a question with the daughter's name of Luna because I always told her that when we first got together. I told her I'd give her the moon if I could.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
That's cool, man. I like
and
that.
have you delivered on that promise, or you're just balking on that deal?
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to lasso that thing like almighty, but it ain't working out.
It's a tough deal, man. I feel for you.
Thanks,
We
man.
appreciate the effort, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's all that counts. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. All right, so
Sonny, by the
that's
way,
interesting.
like Sonny Corleone.
Yeah.
That was Santino, right? Wasn't it?
Santino, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his nickname, Sonny.
I'm thinking of calling you Luna.
Luna Brazzi.
Luna Brazzi. That would work.
Luna Brazzi, the sister.
Yeah.
It's him in makeup.
Luca's sister. Oh my God, Luca Brazzi in makeup.
I'll have my period.
Jesus Christ, you are one ugly chick.
I'll be a masculine child.
Oh my God. Wow.
Are my seams straight?
What's that?
Seams
Oh,
on
are
the
my
penny, yeah.
seams straight? Nice. So let's see if there's a couple of other interesting things. If not, we'll move along. Here's an interesting one out of Finland. The top boy's name search is Atlas.
Atlas is a cool name, though. You have to be of a heroic nature. You can't be a bookish little kid if your name is Atlas.
Severus is also on that list for Finland. Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Magnus for Magnuson, right?
Yes.
Like that kid, he was born to be a world's strongest
You've got to
man.
be a gorilla. Yeah, right?
I'm Magnus.
Yeah. Like, would Woody Allen work if his name was Magnus for Magnus?
No.
I can't quite. My name is Magnus for Magnuson.
That'd be hard to pull off.
Yeah.
The island searches they're all Gaelic, Celtic. Like I don't even know how to pronounce.
Let me see them.
That one. Right? Good luck.
Fod.
Spell it.
Fiad.
F-I-A-D-H. All right, how about this one? C-A-O-I-M-H-E.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are formidable.
We need Murph to call in.
We need Murph.
Yeah, Murph.
By the way, he texted me yesterday. We were pronouncing a county in Ireland incorrect.
Of course we were.
Of course, yes. And then, so here's the guy's name. T-A-D-H-G.
Tadig.
Tadig.
Tag, maybe?
Tag, Taj. I'm not really sure.
Tag is a name.
Hang on. Let me go to, this is pretty cool. I'm going to go to Tyler. Good morning, Tyler.
Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Good. What's up, bud?
Not much. I was just calling about the baby names. I got twin boys who are now 10 months old, and their names are Hendrix and Lennon.
Wow. That's cool. Why not name one Yoko?
Done. Well done. Lennon is a first name.
Yes, Lennon is one of their first names, and Hendrix is the other first name.
I like that. I like Hendrix.
It's my daughter Ringo.
So obviously you're going to shorten it a little bit. Is Hendrix going to be Hendrick or Hen or?
I don't know. You know, we were debating that. If people are starting already with Henny and Lenny, and I really don't like that.
Hendrix is cool, though. No. Hendrix is cool. Yeah. Henny and Lenny sound like Laverne and Shirley's neighbors. Hello.
One of my best friends' name was Howard. I just called him H.
Yeah.
You can get away with H on that, Tyler.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. That's very cool. Well done. I like it. Nick?
So, speaking of rock-related things, I mentioned this briefly the other day, but I have a friend who named their child Penelope Lane and then the last name, and they claimed they had no idea that the nickname would be Penny Lane, and obviously a Beatles reference. Nor did they have any idea about the movie Almost Famous. And so I mentioned that, and a few texts came in.
Do you believe that?
I do, because why would they lie about it? It just seems such a bizarre thing to not know about.
Do they know the song?
No,
they said
they didn't know the song,
movie or the song.
No song. Nope, they weren't Beatles fans.
Wow.
It blew my mind. And then Nick Murphy and I were talking about it off air, and he had a Beatles reference that surfaced in names in his family, and completely missed him as well too. So it seems bizarre to me, but I guess it's not bizarre to everybody.
Is Murph here?
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what that name was. Do you remember what it was?
Hard to Kill.
I think it was Desmond and Molly, right? And
yeah, that's right.
And so there were a Desmond and a Molly, and obviously Obladi Oblada, obvious to us, but not obvious to everybody.
Hang on, Murph, was that? Now, you guys have a son named Desmond. It wasn't you guys, was
it? It was us, yeah.
Okay.
My wife, Rebecca, her sister's daughter named her Molly, and this is like 3 or 4 years before Desmond was born, and then we named him Desmond, and my mom was out somewhere, and was talking about Desmond and Molly, and someone's like, "Oh, I like the song." My mom's like, "What?"
Oh, that's
she mentioned it to me, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, I could see that one kind of going over your head a little bit because it wasn't both of your kids. You didn't, it was kind of removed, and then all of a sudden it's like, Desmond and Molly. Oh my God, I can't believe, and then never really realized that. Yeah.
Just by habit, if your kids, if it's Octopus's Garden, you'd say, okay.
But my son in my life.
Yeah. But I find it hard to believe that this couple had never heard the song Penny Lane. Wow.
Yeah, and Penelope Lane, it's obviously her name is going to be Penny Lane.
Yeah.
How can you miss that? But they did, or they claim that they did.
That's why you also have to do and the same way they sell tip calculators, they need to sell stripper conversions, because you got to watch out if something gets pared down to a nickname, and you end up with a stripper name, that could be problematic.
Which, by the way, I hope the kid grows up to like the song Penny Lane.
That'd be great.
And because it can backfire.
Yeah.
You can hate your namesake song. Caroline, I think, she doesn't love the fact that Sweet Caroline's out there. She doesn't hate it, though.
Oh, it's such a great song.
I would love if there was a song with my name in it.
Totally, right? And we didn't even do that. No, we didn't do that on purpose. It was after she was born, and I'm like, oh my God, she has a song. Honestly, it didn't even consider it, because Caroline, we got from a children's book that I have. That is a beloved book that my sister and I.
You were drunkenly bidding on it.
I was.
Yeah.
I bidded $1,000 on a copy of it. And so we got it from that without even considering that there was a song namesake. And then after, it was like a bonus. I thought it was great.
I have a friend who her 2 sons are Frankie and Johnny, and I made a comment to her, and it went right over her head. She's like, "Yeah, Frankie and Johnny."
Yeah.
It's a movie, right?
Oh, okay. It's a movie and a song.
Have you liked this song all your life, Kathy?
Stop it.
I want to lick your hiney, Kathy Romano.
Did your parents name you after that song?
And wait, one other thing. So the Irish name that you had, CAOIN.
Well, I've got Murph on the line.
Oh, all right.
That's why I'm going to go to him. Yo, Murph.
Top of the morning, bitches.
Hey,
good morning,
Mark Murphy. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. So are you going to help us out on these pronunciations?
We'll do our best. The C one is, not the C one, but the CAOIMHE is Quiva.
Quiva.
Quiva?
Yeah.
That's when your lady makes a sound out of her cooch.
I knew you. That's what I was going to tell you guys. I looked up the pronunciation.
And then the TAIGH is Tig.
Tig. I love that.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. What about FIADH?
I think that might be Fade.
Fade.
Like FADE.
Okay.
FADE.
All right. There's a couple more on here, Murph. How about EABHA?
Ava.
Ava.
Oh wow.
Ava.
So these are Gaelic spellings, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause that would be similar then, Murph, to like Siobhan.
Right.
Siobhan, yeah.
Right. And I guess the B and the V are sometimes interchangeable.
Yes. They used
Okay.
to say Siobhan. Siobhan is Irish for Siobhan, your knickers. Your mammy's coming home.
I like that. All right, and one last one here is spelled E-O-I-N.
That's Owen.
Owen. Okay, I got it.
Because there's only 18 letters in the Irish alphabet.
Wow.
So that's why they use the BH for the V and the MH for the V.
Okay.
You know?
Wow, that's weird.
Just confuse people.
Yeah. So, hey, by the way, we didn't congratulate you on your U.S. Citizenship, man. Nice job.
Thanks very much. I'm gonna go out and buy a ride-on lawnmower now in the shop.
Yeah, my man.
All right, dude. We'll catch up soon, Murph. Thanks for calling in.
Take it easy. Happy Friday.
All right, happy Friday to you, man. Oh my God, he's hilarious. By the way, he's gonna go get a riding mower. Let me go to a couple other calls here. I'm gonna get Jamie on the line. Hi, Jamie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Jamie. What's up?
Hey, my daughter named my granddaughter, who is now 7 or 6, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's like Kevin Smith's kid, right?
Batman.
And knew nothing about Batman.
Knew nothing about Batman.
That's what she said.
I told her after the fact.
Wow. Okay, so Kevin Smith obviously did know about Batman and named his daughter Harley Quinn, but wow, not knowing at all. Wow.
And then what?
But we are Batman fans.
Oh,
Okay,
well, there you go.
What did they think about that when they found out?
She said, "Really?"
Wow.
I guess
Once
so.
it's your kid and that's their name, like you're not going to
Thanks.
care.
Yeah,
Afterward,
yeah.
after the fact.
Unless you made a grave mistake, unless you did it, something that has a real negative connotation to it.
But getting to that combination of two names, Harley and Quinn. I mean, I know Harlequin is a thing, but how do you come up with those two names independently and then have no idea of the pop culture reference?
My guess is it's quite possible, and it happens often, where you have heard it.
Oh, it's in your back of your
somehow,
mind.
yeah, in a passive way, you remember it,
right,
and
subliminally.
without making the connection.
I'm going to go to Amanda. Hey, Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Amanda?
Well, my name is after a song
Oh, okay.
by Boston.
Yeah, that's a good song.
I want to take you by the hand and make you understand, Amanda.
When I was younger, I hated the song.
Yep.
I would not let anybody play it. And then I recently got married in December, and I had that as my father-daughter dance.
Aw, that's nice. You didn't want to go with More Than a Feeling?
And where are you?
Well, that's her brother.
Where are you now with that song?
I will listen to it now, and I have it on my phone, and I'm okay with it. Like, when I was younger, it got played like at every family event, and I'm like, can you just not play it? I hate when it's been played.
I think Amanda, probably what it does is it initially embarrasses you because there's a new hit song is making the rounds based on me, and it's a beautiful song. You guys played the other day, and I just instantly loved it.
Yeah, and it can be a bit embarrassing, though. I know what you're saying. Thanks for your call, by the way, Amanda. There was a song written about Steve, in case you did not know this.
And he's into K-pop. He's the man we all know is Steve Morrison. When he's telling a joke to the MMR folk, he's the man we all know is Steve Morrison.
My sister's name is Angie, so there were two songs. That I would kind of torture her with, which are the Rolling Stones, Angie, and I would call her Angie, Angie, because he does a long A, Angie, and then Angie Baby from Helen Reddy.
Yes,
if you remember that.
Angie Baby, living in a world of make believe.
And so she hated that.
Yeah, because she was a lunatic in that song.
Because I used to kind of beat her up about it. But hang on a second, let me go to.
Oh, please meet Bob.
How's he make it 7 syllables?
That's the Axl Rose School of Elocution. Don't worry, I'll call you a cab.
Let me go to Deb. Hi there, Deb. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. What's up, Deb?
Two of my best friends. One, her husband is a diehard Beatles fan, so they named their second daughter McCartney. And they call her Mac.
McCartney is that's a good name. Unique enough.
And they call her Mac, you said?
Macca.
Macca, okay.
Macca.
Which is his nickname.
Yeah.
And my other friend, they had a son named Jack, and they decided when they found out they were having a girl that a unique name would be Jillian, not thinking that people are going to abbreviate her name, so she has a Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill. There
Jack
you
and
go.
Jill.
Didn't think that one through.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't, right?
Yeah.
Little thought.
Yeah.
I think. Now,
They're from Northeast PA. We'll leave it at that.
All right, fair enough. All right, thank you.
Another
Deb.
member of the family's named Julie Jerkoff.
I also think a lot of times when they do, they're like, no, we will call her Jillian. It will not be Jill. And then the second she goes to school, she becomes Jill.
Yeah, exactly.
Julie Jerkoff. Forgive me, Kirkhoff.
I don't know why I said jerk off. That's not your name. That might be something you're into, but I made a mistake saying jerk off.
I wonder if Julie Kirkhoff is now called Jerk Off by all of her friends.
Oh, my God. 100%.
Right? Oh, man, that sucks.
It would.
Yeah.
They would not be good friends if they didn't call her
Right?
Julie Jerkoff from there.
I mean,
on out.
that
it's your
went
duty
nationally
to drive
viral.
that, to drive that into the ground. Let's go next to Hannah. Hi there, Hannah.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. What's up, Hannah?
Hey, so I named my son without consulting my husband.
Oh, my God.
I named him Jake Danger.
Jake Danger.
Danger's his middle name.
Exactly.
That's
great.
I had that idea with our firstborn, and it got nixed immediately. I thought it would have been kind of fun, you know?
I feel like middle names, you can kind of do whatever the heck you want.
I agree.
Like Chris, my friend in college was Christopher, and Cross was so it'd be Chris Cross.
Yeah.
I think if you went with, as your first, your name here would be your name.
Right. Hey, Hannah, how old is your son now?
So he'll be 18 months coming up in a little bit here.
What does he think about it? No. He's 18 months.
Huh?
Now, I was going to ask what he thought about it, but I didn't know he was 18 months old. Yeah.
Well, no, it totally fits him, though. He just gets into everything. He's a it totally fits him.
And
He's definitely his middle name.
Why? I'm curious why you didn't talk to your husband about it beforehand.
Because I knew he'd say no.
She's a smart woman.
Oh, my God.
Now, Hannah, in the back of your mind, do you have a little bit of fear that he might try to live up to that name?
Oh, he already is.
Yeah, that's funny.
He already held up a liquor store.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck with that, Hannah.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks. We'll see
You know, but if Danger's your middle name, sometimes you can be like a secret agent, or you're a problem solver. You don't have to be a nefarious person.
All right. Here's another unintended one. I like this. I'm going to go to Jason. Hi, Jason.
Gadzooks, guys.
Gadzooks, dude. All right. So this is you?
Yes.
Okay.
So I didn't want to name my son after me, so I went with the first name Logan, and then I needed a middle name, Xavier. My friend's son's name was Xavier, so I went with Logan Xavier.
Yep.
Not until months and months later, this was 1999, months later, I'm sitting in an office, and a girl goes, "Oh, I love the X-Men too. My daughter's name is Storm." I had no idea I had named my kid after two X-Men.
It didn't even ring to you that you had Charles Xavier and, of course, Wolverine.
Yep.
Never. Nope.
Wow.
How old is he now, Jason?
He's 22.
And he's got to love it, right?
I guess. I mean, I think they're both great names, and it flows. Yeah. Logan Xavier. It's a real nice ring to it. And that's what I went with. But I had no idea I was putting setting him up for X-Men.
My younger brother is Thomas Xavier, and that's from years ago. And
I like the name Xavier.
Hey, Jason, does he like X-Men? Is he because of his name felt the need to kind of dive into that world?
No, not extra.
Well,
I mean, we're into all that stuff. When we go see every Marvel movie and DC movie, we're movie guys. But it was 99. I mean, the comics have been around forever. But as far as like popularity for non-comic book nerds, it wasn't really there in 1999. I don't believe.
No, not that much. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it, man.
That's pretty funny.
What was this text here? It says, I named my, after two sports stadiums. Yeah, my daughter's named after two sports stadiums, Madison Square Garden and Shea Stadium.
That's good.
I knew somebody who had named their child Addison Clark, which are the cross streets of Wrigley Field.
Okay. Yeah, I know people that name their kids after where they were conceived. So they have Paris and then Bonnaroo bathroom. That was my joke, though. It was porta pot, but.
How about what would be an Eagles related one? Patterson and Broad.
Patterson would be good.
Middle name Broad.
Yeah.
Right?
If it was a girl.
Broad.
Or Broad named
What's
Patterson.
Up, Broad? Yeah, Broad Patterson. Hey, Broad.
But you know what you could do? You sell name rights to your children to like banking facility.
And then you change it to the highest bidder.
My daughter's now Wells Fargo.
That's a great idea. Wow.
But Link would be a good name.
Yes.
Link would be a good name.
That's my middle name.
Lincoln, yeah.
Lincoln, yeah.
Lincoln, yeah.
And your first name originally was going to be Sausage.
But Link from the Zelda,
Oh.
The Legend of Zelda. So I'm sure there's several people named Link out there.
In fact, Zelda is Robin Williams' daughter's name.
Correct. All right. Anyhow, we got to take a break, but it's an interesting look. The website is called Nameberry, and this list I got from BuzzFeed shows the top searches. Not necessarily the people not kids that are being named this, but the top searches in 25 countries around the world. And there's a lot of similarities. Luna seems to be like a huge